Well, thank you, Chris, for your presentation. And up next, we will hear a representative from a Vietnamese company. It is a company that has generated billion US dollars from IT services. I'm talking about FPT. So please welcome on stage Mr. Lê Hồng Viet, Chief Executive Officer at FPT Smart Cloud. More than 15 years with FPT, he has held a crucial role in the technology growth of FPT, as well as contributed to the expansion of FPT in the international markets.
Thank you. I'd just like to congratulate to the organizers. It's a fantastic event, and it's one in a lifetime to see such many top scientists and all the community here in Vietnam. FPT ourselves started with AI, I think 11 years ago, when we formed maybe the first corporate research team in Vietnam. So we've been working on AI since then. We started in 2013, our first product rolling out by 2017, and we actively working in the market here in Vietnam and then gradually open it up to over the world. I think the topics about the opportunity for Vietnam and the question from Thang Leung is, what is this for Vietnam? It's very touching and very motivated. So I'm asking myself, or we're asking ourselves, that what is the most important thing for Vietnam right now? Any guess? I believe it's become rich. Vietnam as a nation needs to become rich very fast and immediately get out of the middle income trap. Otherwise, we will stuck with it forever. So this will be the most important thing. So what ordinary, in traditional way, right? How other countries get out of middle income trap? They compete on the equation of salary and productivity. So people constantly looking for alternative with lower cost, and then they compete and they try to increase the productivity in order to be more competitive. And we do so as well. And suddenly, we are not competing with just human from other countries. We are competing with human plus AI. So that's come to a very important, very challenging task for Vietnamese community here. It's not just this community, it's just like 10%, 20% of the population, the knowledge workers, and then the remaining, right? How can we get out of the poverty, and how can we be rich, and then we reinvest into our society? So there is only one answer. It's in productivity. So that's the question that we are trying to solve, and I would like to share a couple of stories regarding this one. So this is important, that automation gonna be coming into the workforce. So human plus automation will compete with human plus automation. It's not just ourselves trying to work harder, smarter to compete with human and AI from other countries. So from that perspective, when we launch FPT AI products, the slogan is amplifying productivity. So, and we follow it from there to now, and then into the futures. So the first story that we've been doing here in Vietnam is quite encouraging. That we work with a couple of financial service companies, and we're able to automate maybe 50% of their call centers, or answer by AI, or answers by machines. And from customer service, like I having a problem with my credit card, AI gonna help me to resolve it. I have a problem with my internet account, my banking account. AI will have to solve it via chat and via phone calls. So we are handling around 20 million such conversation a month for our customers, and it's not easy. It's not easy because the formula again. The price is the hardest thing that we need to resolve in Vietnam. The salary of an agent is like $500 per month. And how technology can compete with that is a very big question. For example, if we're using H100, 200, then you'll die. You will never be able to compete with human yourself. You need to find a way to compete in a more efficient way, right? So that's I think that's the hardest problem that we need to solve. That's very particular to Vietnamese market or to the countries with similar development level as Vietnam. So how to make LLM work perfectly, how to scale out the system, we need to make it be more affordable as well. And then, of course, in many other business processes, we find opportunity for optimization, for automations, for making more values that we can bring to customers. That's one hand, complete automation, or human plus machines automations. On the other hand, still human is still main driving force for the economic. I think in the next 10, 20 years, after that I don't know, but in the next 10, 20 years, then human resource will be the most important, still be the most important asset of a company. So how can we improve the productivity? How can we improve the quality of the human resources? So we have an interesting story that we have a big pharmacies chain in Vietnam. We have big shop in Vietnam. And we found out that people are not very competent in their job. And then we try to find, we bring an AI solution to have improving them day by day. We identify what is the weakness of that employee, that particular employee, and we bring it, we feed them with the right knowledge, with the proper knowledge, and then increase the productivity, and they increase the competencies, like at least 50%. So less error, more productivity have been brought to the human resource. Same thing. We talk about FPT is the biggest IT service company in Southeast Asia, and when GitHub Copilots come over, it's scary. Maybe our staff will lose their job, right? But luckily, not all customers are very willing to use Copilot immediately. There's still very conservative customers out there. So we need to develop our solutions to adapt with the requirements from those people, from those businesses. That we protect the privacy, we protect the security, and then still increase the productivity for our customers. Yep. And of course, as FPT, we develop a large workforce of AI serving for Vietnam and serving for international markets. We would like to collaborate more and more with many other partners for researching, for educations. We invest into building infrastructures for computing powers. We work with NVIDIA, building AI factories here and in Japan in order to make computing power be more accessible for the AI community. So I think I don't have much time, but our strategy, we turn the whole corporation into AI-first strategy. Any business operation inside FPT have KPI for AI applications. Every product and services from FPT need to take AI as a differentiation for the product and service itself. And we need to develop a platform that be able to bring AI into business seamlessly. So we started with core technologies. We think that when we open the core technologies, then people are going to come and going to use the system. But no, it's not happening in Vietnam like that. People are not using APIs because they don't know how to use API for businesses. Then we develop application on top of it, helping businesses to self-service in order to bring AI into their business. And they still don't know how to use. So for us right now, the most important thing that's I think in Vietnam that can help AI community be developing very fast is to educate the business people how to use AI, not to having Vietnamese developer to create AI. That's easy. When we have demand from customers, then everybody gonna go and create AI agents and have businesses. But the problem is business don't know how to use it. So I think it's good if this community here can open it up. Just training for ourselves. Let's training for the business users, and then we will have a very big opportunity for Vietnam. And of course, in FPT, we are working on foundation model. We continue to train the poor models, packaged in very small models, very small domains, and resolve very specific tasks. We are not trying to compete with anyone. Like hyperscaler, you are the best for generic the tasks. We need to be very focused on Vietnamese, on Bahasa, Indonesia Bahasa, and we need to be very strict on the task in order to make it sensible for business uses. Yeah, we talk about, and we're going to bring the computing power for everyone. We have multiple programs, including exchanging the computing power for equity, for example, in order to support the community here in Vietnam. And of course, the last but not least, we need to invest a lot in human resource. We have a university here, and we have one campus for specializing in AI, and we have business school now teaching AI for business people. So I think those are the perspective that for FPT is looking at, and FPT trying to bring the core technology to the business through not just technology itself, but through many different routes, especially educations for business people. Thank you.